Hey guys, it's Chris, and I'm going back into my lesson on the C major scale. As you've learned in the last two lessons, I've thrown a lot of information at you, and that's okay because music is information, information is music to my ears apparently, and there's going to be an abundance of it, and I don't expect you to learn all of the terminology. I don't expect you to understand and comprehend the simple mathematical equations or the complex mathematical equations that go into putting this all together. I really don't even care if you understand the lingo. I'm just saying it so that you hear it and you become familiar with it, because now when you're going through music or you're going through something on your computer, you'll be like, what is that? I heard Chris say something like that. And you're going, okay, this is kind of what he was talking about. And the important thing is that not only can you Google these words and ask me for more assistance in learning these words, but you're going to hear them in different variations of them all over the place. So when you hear me talking about different words, I will kind of go off on tangents to describe myself and explain what I'm talking about. But if you don't, all I really care about is the core concept is taken away from these lessons. Because I want you to understand that when you're practicing this, it's about what you're doing, not if you understand exactly what's going on. It's important that you only understand the modes you're playing, not so much the information. Now, the information does become important down the road, but with the particular case of what we're doing, I want you to learn how to play the instrument. I want you to get comfortable with the instrument and how to play in key. That's the importance that I'm trying to portray to you in the lessons. The information can come second, though it should eventually come. So in this particular lesson, we're going to go on with the third mode of the C major scale. And as I said, there's 7. So in this one, we're going to start on the E note here. And again, as I've said, we move up whole, and we're moving up another whole step. And that's following the whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half pattern. Now, because we've moved this up another whole step, we have to follow the pattern in a new fashion. Instead of whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half, as we had in C, we changed it in D to be whole, half, whole, 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 half, whole. Now we're doing that change again, and what are we doing? We're taking that first whole step in front and we're moving it to the end of the equation. So from here, when you start on your E on the 12th fret on the low E string, which is an octave already because the string's an E, and every note played on the 12th fret of whatever string it's played on is an octave. So from here, we've moved that last whole step from the front and put it to the back. Now we're starting with a half step, so we're going half. So we're going to E to F. Half, whole, 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 half. Okay? And then you go whole, whole. Now, because the reason we do that is because, as I said, we took those 2 whole steps and moved them to the end of the equation. So that's what's going to complete the circuit for us. It goes half, whole, 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 half, whole, whole. And that is the pattern that we're following for this third mode here. So again, you want to get acclimated. Now here, the nice part is that we are just starting on the 12th fret, and we don't go all zigzaggy and crazy like we did with the second mode. So in this third mode, we're really staying in these 4 frets right here between 12 and 15. The only thing we're doing is moving between the 6 strings. So when we're starting on here, we're going to start on the 12th, and then we're going to push down on the 13 with our ring, and then 15 with our pinky, move up, 12, okay, 14, 15, 12, 14, 15. This string, there's only 2 notes, is 12 and 14. Next string's 12, 13, 15, 12, 13, 15. So to play that for you, again, I'll do it nice and slow, but instead of counting off, I'll just let you watch. And again, you want to be able to play that backwards as well. So we'll go 15, 13, 12, 15, 13, 12, 14, 12, 15, 14, 12, 15, 14, 12, 15, 13, 12. And as you can see, it keeps wanting to resolve back to C because we're playing these modes in the C major scale. And the reason I keep playing that and resolving back to C is so that you can see that no matter where you're playing, it keeps pulling you back to the root note. And the root note for this scale is the C major because it's based on C. So do that again, and I want you to be able to just run up it and run down it cleanly, and I want you to be able to do it with and without the alternate picking, again, to familiarize yourself with the picking patterns. So. So get used to running up and down that, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Again, I'm going to keep using this terminology that I started with in the first lesson, and I want to just continually beat it in you so that you're becoming familiar with it and it starts making sense. I want the formulas to make sense and the terminology to make sense. So if you have any questions on the videos you've seen so far, please go ahead and drop some comments below. Get a hold of me in any of the mediums I left for you, like the Facebook page, and leave me comments on there, and I'll get back to you and help you out as much as I possibly can. Thanks and take care.